Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in a water sign. Basically motivated by deep emotional yearnings and desires. Recharges energy through intense emotional experience and intimate involvement with people. Sun in Cancer. Experiences strength through nurturing, sensitive, mother-like qualities. Feels instinctive urge to protect one's ego. Builds inner self a nest from which it can safely radiate. Levels of vitality and creative energy depend on moods, and so are difficult to maintain. Expresses self creatively through emotions, and feels need to be recognized for sensitivity. Sense of individuality is expressed most clearly in a familiar, sheltered environment or situation. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in Fire signs. Reacts to changing experiences with direct action and enthusiasm. Feels comfortable when expressing confidence and strength. Moon in Sagittarius. Reacts enthusiastically and idealistically, based on beliefs and philosophy. Inner contentment felt when aspiring toward or promoting one's ideals, or when progressing toward one's future goals. Subconscious predisposition to question, to search for meaning, an innate, broad-minded, tolerant, buoyant attitude toward life. Feels comfortable when exploring, traveling, being outdoors, and loves a sense of freedom. Orientation toward emotional beliefs can lead to gullibility, arrogance, fanaticism, or a pretentious preachiness. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Sagittarius. Wants to feel free to roam. Restless and lacking in continuity. Needs fixed signs to anchor them. Philosophical. Friendly and optimistic. Wants to help others, but forgets. If afflicted to Jupiter, too extravagant. Faults are those of overdoing, not underdoing. Keen love of sports if aspected to Mars. The gamblers of life. Not apt to have many close friends, but many acquaintances. A feeling for religious philosophy, but not dogma and creed. Loves to roam. Needs to learn to think before speaking. In a male chart, will attract a freedom-loving female. Direct and talkative. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Fire-water combinations. Take firepower and water power and put them together, and you get steam, the power which drove the great trains. Steam is used to cleanse and sterilize and can also scald. Emotionally, this combination has a reputation for being especially given to passionate emotional involvement. Volatile, romantic, moody, the fire-water person has the artistic temperament which can fluctuate wildly. It is a poetic, ardent temperament, courageous in its visions, yet vulnerable in its need for love and inspiration. The poet Shelley, Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, exemplified this passionate, artistic nature very well, and could equally be describing himself when he rejoices in his poem The Skylark. Pourest thy full heart and profuse strains of unpremeditated art. When the sun is in water and the moon is in fire, the result is a passionate crusader whose feelings fuel his purpose and art. But fire can make water evaporate, and water may extinguish fire. When this happens, this type can feel unstable, depressed, and disoriented. Shadow side. The fire-water individual often lacks the ability to take the impersonal view, that is, to step back and reason impartially about things. Their approach is intensely personal, urgent, passionate, and for them, life lacks meaning and color if that vital personal ingredient is taken away. Often a slave to the intense fluctuation of moods, this type's volatility can reach fanatical proportions, especially if a cool, reasoned argument is called for. Instability and impracticality can play havoc with the smooth running of their lives. Relationships. The fire-water type is a highly romantic, warm, and emotional person, and to a large degree thrives on love and satisfying relationships. Whilst one part of the nature may want to merge and gain absolute security, however, another part wants excitement and challenge. One part may feel an infinite capacity to give, whilst another part is impelled to devour. This mixture can be demanding to live with, but also exciting and rewarding in the way that it might stretch other, less emotional types. People with this combination tend to feel contained and grounded by earth-air types. Their moodiness and changeability is less problematic as they learn to direct some of their emotional energy into their own creative pursuits. Male versus female. This combination blends the most feminine and the most masculine of the elements. An extreme yang and an extreme yin quality together produces a very creative but also a very volatile and often difficult combination for either sex to handle. Both males and females can experience huge mood swings as they contact first their powerful independence and pride, and then their sensitivity and vulnerability. In general, both males and females will seek highly personal professional avenues. Conforming to convention is not their strong suit. Under the label of the artist, both the male and female fire-water type will find more compassionate acceptance as well as intense admiration from others. In other words, their artistic inspiration and highly theatrical style usually more than compensates for their lack of emotional stability. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Cancer, Moon in Sagittarius. Starry-eyed. You have a nature that is two-sided and, like most Cancers, a personality that needs a home, vocation, and security. At the same time, the Sagittarius side wants adventure, romance, and freedom in general. This dream will always be a part of you, even though you might be more conventional with your profession and lifestyle. Your Sagittarius moon gives you optimism, faith, and hope for the future, so you are not the ordinary gloomy Cancer. You are open-minded and cheerful no matter how many difficulties you are encountering. You have a positive outlook on life. There's a spirituality about you, and this makes you idealistic and talkative. Your lifetime has been one filled with lofty goals and numerous dreams, and because you possess high standards, you do not settle for second best. You have an expansive vision and find it difficult to narrow things down. When you think of all the terrific things you are interested in, you can lose your sense of self. It is hard for you to choose only one. Your efforts can be sabotaged by these internal longings, particularly when you are overworked or you have a lot of responsibility and drudgery in your life. Do you sometimes instantly leave what you are doing and chase after some far-fetched fantasy? Rather than abandoning your structure, projects, and responsibilities, you should be sure to allow time for contemplation, music, and travel. You appear carefree and free-spirited in your social life, and this implies an enthusiastic, outgoing, and trusting person. You are, however, a lot deeper than you generally seem to be. You are fascinated by new ideas and are philosophically minded. You dig deeper and are never satisfied with what is only on the surface. You want the real and true meaning of things. You find it hard to focus your attention, but you are very trustworthy and loyal when you love someone. Sticking with one partner might be difficult because you get bored easily. Things that fulfill your desire to be an adventurer should be allowed too. Get on a plane or train and permit your being to escape. You always speak your mind directly and candidly. You are fundamentally an emotional being, and your tastes are frequently grounded in gut reactions. You say things that are regretted later because your emotions are the boss, and as a result, you need to develop some tact or you will lose friends. A quick note from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Sun in Cancer, Moon in Sagittarius. Your greatest strengths: colorful, poetic imagination, enthusiasm and capacity for encouraging and bringing out the best in others, natural optimism and breadth of vision, wholehearted commitment to both people and ideals. Your greatest weaknesses: impatience and carelessness with detail, alternating need for excitement and privacy, which keeps people guessing about where you stand. Capacity to justify your personal prejudices with detached argument. The sarcasm that hides your vulnerability and dependency. Images for integration. Philosophy and friendship round a large old kitchen table. In your home on a yacht, you cruise the seven seas. A racehorse gives a child a ride.